Hey, it's Kyle here, and before I start my review today, I probably should explain why I'm dressed this way. Um, in honor of Halloween later this month, all the reviewers on WeReadBooks will be dressing up in a little bit of a Halloween costume to kind of get in the spirit of the holiday this month. So for the rest of October, when you see a book review, we should be dressed up. At least I am. I think the others are planning on as well, so that explains my attire. And no, I haven't let my hair grow out this month, although who knows, I might keep it. It might be a good look for me. But without that out of the way, I'd like to start my review. I'll be reviewing Isaac Asimov's novel, The Foundation, and this is the first book in the Foundation series. I should correct myself. The title of the book is Foundation, and it's the Foundation series. Isaac Asimov, by many, is considered probably the most important sci-fi writer in history. There's some other people that kind of figure in that debate, but Isaac Asimov, if he's not number one, he's definitely in the top 5 sci-fi writers of all time. And his sci-fi is a lot different than the other ones, so if you don't like sci-fi, don't let that scare you off, because his is very different. I think you'll kind of get an idea once I start explaining it. Basically what the Foundation is about, and I'll just be talking about the first novel in the series, and I think it's a good one to read because you can read this book and enjoy it, and if you decide not to read the rest of the series, you're not really going to be missing out on anything. But if you want to read the rest of the series, you can, and all the books are great, just like the Foundation. But basically what the Foundation is about, there's been this galactic empire that's brought peace and stability and prosperity to the galaxy for about 12,000 years, and it's been around for so long that everybody just takes it for granted. They just think the empire will last forever. Except for this one group of people that's led by this mathematician who's developed this new form of math called psychohistory. And basically what psychohistory is these complex mathematical formulas that predict the actions of large groups of people. So basically experts in psychohistory can basically take these formulas and say, for example, for a galaxy that's ruled by one empire, they can predict what will happen in the empire and what will happen in the galaxy through these formulas, since the formulas can predict human actions. And the head mathematician who created psychohistory, basically through his work, has predicted that the empire is fixing to collapse, and there's nothing that can be done to stop it. But what can be done is shorten the period between of chaos and dark ages that was going to exist between the collapse of this empire and the start of the next galactic government. He predicts, without any actions being taken to shorten this period, it'll be 30,000 years of basically a dark period in the galaxy. But through these actions that the psychohistorians are advocating, they can shorten this period to 1,000 years. So that's what he's really advocating to the population of the empire, is that they start taking these preparations to shorten this period. Obviously, the empire does not like this. What government likes, people basically walking out in the streets saying, the government's fixing to collapse, we need to get ready. He's not very popular. But this mathematician's attracted the following, so they're afraid if they execute him, he'll become a martyr and his movement will become even stronger. So basically what they decide to do is, well, let's just give this, they just think he's crazy, so let's basically think, let's just give this crazy, mathematician a planet to experiment on. And basically they send him and his followers to this planet on the edge of the galaxy, out in this remote area where it's completely isolated, and basically say, start your foundation for the next galactic government so you can shorten this period of dark ages. And they just think they're getting rid of him, but in reality, he's completely right. Psychohistory does work, and he has predicted that the empire is going to fall, and it does fall just like he said it will. And this allows the foundation that he helped establish start the process of trying to establish the next galactic government. So that's kind of what Foundation is about. It's about the struggles of these people that get to this planet. They face many challenges, and actually part of this book, what it talks about in psychohistory, there's always chances something won't work. There's always percentages. And at this time, the leaders of the Foundation are constantly faced with choices. And if they make the right decision, the Foundation will continue on the path to success. But if they make the wrong decision, the Foundation will basically collapse, and instead of 1,000 years of dark ages, it'll turn back into the 30,000 years of dark ages. So that's kind of what the Foundation's about. Like I said, I think you see why I said it's a little different from sci-fi books, because how many sci-fi books, focus on, this advanced form of mathematics instead of, some advanced weapon or some mystical thing, for example, like in Star Wars, like the Force or something. This is very much a sci-fi novel that's very much based in science and math, but at the same time the author does a great job of developing characters. Very fascinating. It's very fast-paced action. A short book, but it's non-stop action, so it's a real quick read, and I think if you'll enjoy it, I think you'll probably end up reading the rest of the series the way I did. So that's Foundation by Isaac Asimov. I highly recommend it. Now don't go away. If you saw my last review, I promised you a tour of my home, so stay tuned for the tour of homes, which should be starting right now. Alright, well I hope you're ready for my tour of my home. As you see, I've magically changed out of my afro and everything. So let's start the tour of the home. I'll start with a view when you walk in on the front door. That small door you're looking right there, that leads to a little mini closet. And then the door right here leads into a two-car garage. I believe I'll skip the garage on the tour. All my DVDs, computer, that's a gas fireplace in the background, and the living room. There's a flat screen TV. I'm sure you know, dining room table, which transitions into the kitchen. And that kind of is the back of the house. So I have a little backyard with some patio furniture and stuff, but to kind of cut down on the time of the tour, I'll skip that. Before we head upstairs, I'll have a little half bathroom. It's off the living room. And up the stairs. While I'm going up the stairs, I'll mention the house is about 1,600 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. Like I said, 2-car garage. It's about 3 years old. If you have any questions about anything you see in the video, just ask me under the comments, and I'll be glad to answer it. It's not the most exciting part of the tour. This is the washer and dryer. That transitions into the master bedroom. If you might notice, my bed is rather large. Since I'm 6 foot 6 inches tall, I have to have a California king bed because it's the only one bed I can actually fit on to sleep. I will mention I'm not completely done getting situated in the house. There are a few pieces of furniture I want to add, and for example, I need to get a TV for my bedroom. The old TV that used to be behind me on one of my book reviews didn't quite stand up to the move, so I need to get a new TV to go right there. This is my walk-in closet off my bedroom. In case you ever wondered what all my clothes looks like. At least all my shirts and stuff. Now you know. I'm sure everybody didn't wonder that, so now YouTube knows. This transitions into the master bedroom. As you see, that's a shower, bathtub, another big window, another big walk-in closet, which I run at the moment. I'm just storing stuff I haven't unpacked yet. Then the toilet. Transition back into the hallway. I do have attic space, but it's just for storage, so you won't see the attic. Guest bathroom. Does have a shower. This is the guest bedroom. If the furniture kind of looks a little old-fashioned, and there's good reason. This is a set of furniture I just inherited from my grandmother who'd passed away last year. So most of the stuff has been in my family for a long time. Most of it's about 60 or 70 years old. So that's kind of the reason why it has an old-fashioned look to it. And because of that, I decorated the room with old family portraits there. Most of them are from the 30s and 40s. So this one does have a bit of a old-fashioned look to it. And that transitions into the room I'll be doing most of my book reviews in the future, what I'm calling my library, since I didn't need a third bedroom.
I collect political campaign posters, so that's what those are on the wall. I got Harry Truman, JFK, Robert Kennedy, FDR, Teddy Roosevelt, Barack Obama. And there is the highlight of the room. Those are the bookcases, 4 7-foot bookcases, and as you can see, I have plenty of room in the future to add more bookcases. So I should have plenty of room to store books. So that's the tour. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to read Foundation by Isaac Asimov. And if you have any questions about the book or the home tour, just ask me under comments, and hope you enjoy.